to The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? That's why I do this show. Because I know you're there, you're watching, you're waiting every week saying, when's Pat going to be here? Well, I'm here right now. Don't forget everything is here at the bottom of the screen. I know we just added the Live's 365. That is our radio station. Please take the time, go to Live 365, download the app. There's a lot of programming besides just us. And you'll be able to hear our radio show. What you do, you go to Live 365, Hudson Media Group, and boom, you're listening to us on the radio without going through the inconvenience of looking at us. You'll just have to hear us. Now, I was very busy starting up the show, so I forgot to print out the opening, but I kind of know what it is. The radio station is starting this week. We've been working on it, I guess, for the last 2 months. We test after test. We did some on-location shoots. We got a lot of new technology we brought into the studio for the studio production and our high school program. And we pretty much got everything tested out now. The radio show the same way. The only thing is the host. We're actually our own engineers when we're doing the shows. So we will make mistakes, but we'll get the hang of it. So I'm starting Friday Friday is what? Friday is the 11th. That is the Columbus Day Festival starts at Seaside Heights. Ocean County's Italian Columbus Day Festival. I'll start broadcasting Friday at 6 o'clock. All the shows are going to be like an hour. I'll be previewing the festival. I'll be talking about Tom's River stuff. It's very similar to Jersey City stuff, by the way. And the Tom's River show will be a weekly show. It'll be every Friday at 6 p.m. And the Hudson County's Talking Show will be on Mondays at 6 p.m. In my old radio days, when I did host the Hudson County's Talking Show, was on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. I think it's a little late now for that. Let's get it at 6 p.m. We'll go 6. I think I'm staying away from a lot of the high school stuff. I'm concerned about setting up shows like John Hine is going to do a show. We got a few other people are going to do shows. Hudson County, the New Jersey City University is going to do a show. But I really want to work along with the high school sports in Hudson County. So we want to have a show that's probably going to be on, I think it's Thursdays and Fridays. We'll be on the radio. They'll be updating all the games that are going on in Hudson County. And then we're going to bring these kids in the studio, and they're going to do a video version of that. We'll have reporters from, say, Ferris High School. They'll be covering whoever's playing Ferris versus, Weehawken or Union City. That'll be our reporter. They'll call into the radio show. We'll probably have 2 high school kids hosting the show. They'll be giving updates, very similar to FAN when they don't have the football game, where they have reporters from all over the country calling in and telling you about the sports, the scores and what's going on. We'll do the same thing. And then we'll bring all these kids into the studio. We want to get them all involved in the studio. Hopefully, after a couple of years with me, to get a scholarship or they can get jobs at some of these major studios. What we're going to discuss today is our topics are, we're going to be talking about the race for mayor. The last 2 weeks, I did not have enough time to talk about the race for mayor in Jersey City. I will start with it. Then we're going to talk about affordable housing and what would a city show be without CarePoint hospitals. All right, that's what we're talking about. When we come back from commercial, you're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and launch inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. You watching The City Show? Pat O'Meal, you here? You there? Hope you got everything that was on the bottom of that screen before. Wrote it down. Then there were 5. Yes, we now have 5 candidates for mayor in Jersey City. Remind you that we're like 13 months away from Election Day, but we have 5 candidates already for mayor of Jersey City. Now, I've been covering the elections here in Jersey City, I guess about 30 years now. I've done all the debates. Nobody has produced more debates in Hudson County than me. And we'll do it. We might even, since we're starting so early, we may do a couple of debates for mayor. I got 6 podiums, no waiting, so as long as we don't go over 6, I'm okay. What we have now, your 5 for mayor is, of course, Jimmy Mack, James McGreevy, the former governor of New Jersey. Bill O'Day, Hudson County prosecutor, and at one time the youngest Jersey City council person. He served with Glenn D. Cunningham back in the 80s. Yes, Bill's been around a while. Joyce Waterman, our council president. Joyce is coming up on 10 years on the council, I think. We got Masab Ali, who's the former president of the Jersey City Board of Education, young kid, just beat cancer. Very good. And it's in remission. He's really doing well. He looks good. He will be a formidable opponent in this upcoming race. And now, we got a drum roll. James Solomon has announced he's running. I'm sure you know. I am surprised. James was just in the studio. He was guesting on John Highness's Hudson County Live. We produced that show. I'm surprised he didn't come out with a full slate of candidates for council. He didn't announce any. He had some people that were giving some statements. Katie Brennan. I'm sure those people that were giving statements will be also giving statements very soon that they are running on his ticket. Solomon, young guy. Same thing with Masab Ali. The rest of these people, they got some, some history and length of service and time. Well, in other words, they're saying they're old. James and Masab are the young people. I'm surprised James is getting in now. He probably could have waited 4 years. Actually, James could wait like 20 years and he'll still be the young guy. And the same thing with Masab Ali. The only interesting thing that I see when I was talking about debates, what I see coming up is when we do a debate, if you don't know James McGreevy, I've known him for a long time. I've always kidded him when he learned how to walk, he left the family and moved to Woodbridge. If he speaks to you, he got you. That man, they talk about the Irish having a silver tongue. James has that silver tongue. If he gets James McGreevy, if Jimmy Mack talks to you, he's got you. He's reeling you in. James Solomon is also well-spoken. Billy O'Day will be a tremendous debater. I can't wait. That's why we might do 2. You never know. We might even do 3 since we're going so early. Normally when we do a race for mayor, you'd hear the names in like November and December. Then boom, January it hit. The elections were in May. We should still have our elections in May municipally. We never had elections that run this long. They're going to start talking. By the time election day comes by, the message is going to sound old. That's why, if you're thinking about running for mayor, I would wait until like January of 2025. And maybe even that's too early because we don't have an election until November, and then you got the runoffs in December. You could probably wait until like April to announce your candidacy, and you'll sound like the fresh voice and the fresh face and the fresh message and all. But the debates will be great. Having Solomon, O'Day, Jimmy Mack. Jimmy Mack's going to be great debates. Yeah, I know they all want to take shots at Jimmy Mack, but he can take a lot of shots. He's done that over the years. Now, McGreevy just started some controversy. There was a fundraiser in Ocean County in Baywood, I think, hosted by George Gilmore. I don't know George Gilmore, but I know him well. I covered Tom's River in Ocean County. I've been in the same room with George. I probably said hello, goodbye, that sort of thing. But George is a political animal. I know that political animal well. And he's a friend of McGreevy's. So for whatever reason, he decided they're going to throw a fundraiser for Jimmy Mack's run for mayor in Ocean County. And Gilmore's an expert at hosting these things and putting them together. I understand they sent out like 1,000 invitations for $1,000 a piece to raise funds for Jimmy Mack. How much influence can the mayor of Jersey City have In Ocean County, probably none. But when the mayor of Jersey City, in this case, if he was successful, James McGreevy, was to win, his main supporter is State Senator Brian Stack, who is a political powerhouse in Trenton. So knowing the style of George Gilmore, like I said, I don't know him, but I know him well. Having a friend in Brian Stack in Trenton ain't going to hurt. So they had the fundraiser down there. They raised some good money. Getting back to the local tickets here with the council, and I talked about James Solomon not having a full ticket yet. Nobody has a full ticket yet. You don't even have like these huge names out there. You know, the incumbents. You got two incumbents that are running. You got Danny Rivera. He's running with Billy O'Day. And you got Richie Borgiano. He's running with McGreevy. Then you got some names, some civic warriors. Joyce lost a big name on her ticket. Louis Spears dropped out of the race. He's going to concentrate on the private sector. It would have been a hell of a candidate for at large. It surprises me that none of these candidates yet have rolled out a full ticket. Some here, some there. I don't know what they're waiting for, but it's going to come. And in a race that's shaping up with right now 5 candidates, I'm going to say we'll probably have 6 when it's all said and done. You want those running mates to be scattered all around the city so they're covering as much ground as possible. But again, it's odd that no one has even close to a full ticket yet. And yet, you know, the big names like Miri and Denise Ridley and so forth and so on, Frank Gilmore, those guys, they haven't committed to anything yet. So it'll be interesting to see where they wind up. Right now, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. Pat O'Meal, you here? You there? Want to do this show? Got good weather this week, don't we? It's going to be a good weekend, too. As I mentioned before, if you want to take a ride down to Seaside Heights, everything's open. The boardwalk and all is open. They have a huge festival. It goes like 4 or 5 blocks. They got dances from Italy. It's really a good setup. Plus, the boardwalk's open. You're going to have good weather all weekend. Looking at the Atlantic Ocean. You got the time? Take a ride down. Without traffic, you make it from Jersey City to Seaside Heights in about an hour. Jimmy McGreevy started a bit of a firestorm last week when he suggested that we reuse the money, reallocate the monies from the Pompidou abatement and use it for affordable housing. Pompidou is never going away. Now, if Pompidou makes it, it doesn't make it, doesn't matter to me with this abatement. We got a hell of an asset there for the city, worth about $50 million. He wants to use the bulk of the money from Pompidou, plus monies from other areas, to build 1,000 units of affordable housing. And he's pegging the number, I think somebody pegged it at about $500,000 a unit. So it's kind of high to me. But the Pompidou abatement, theoretically, if he was the mayor, would be the major source of the funding. He would kill it and that tax revenue would go back into the coffers of the city, and the city would appreciate $150 million in taxes that they're allegedly losing. First off, I doubt if Jersey City is losing $150 million in taxes from this abatement. Really, it's not so much the abatement, it's from the project. There's 2 towers they're going to build alongside the Lowe's Theater. If that was the case, all these high rises we see in Jersey City going up or been constructed, if they're all giving Jersey City $150 million, $180 million, why aren't we like shoveling gold out here? We should be bigger. Everywhere you see in Jersey City now, in every ward, these high rises are going up. 12, 20 stories. That Journal Square's got 1, 2, 3, 5 right now. 5 huge towers. And then getting off Journal Square proper, going over by Van Ripen, there's another 14 stories. If all of these towers have $150 or $180 million attached to them, we should be swimming in money. We're not. So I always question these dollar signs when we talk about the abatements. And again, I've been to the council many times over the last 20, 30 some odd years, against and for abatements. I've never seen an abatement I was more in favor of than that with the 100,000 square feet being given to the city, worth about $50 million. Now, Jimmy's figuring on, with the Pompidou money, he's figuring the lost revenue and taxes, the cost to build out the space, and the operating expenses of Pompidou. All that would go off. Goodbye. I'm taking all that money, and I'm going to use it for affordable housing. The rest of Jimmy Mac's ideas for affordable housing would come from various grants, monies from various governmental departments to build this affordable housing. Now, I'm all in favor of building affordable housing. We really should have an affordable city. That makes affordable housing, but that's not the case right now. We can't go backwards. We'd like to, but we can't. My problem with the affordable housing, we're talking $500,000 a unit, and they're talking about townhouses, 2-family homes, I think. And I think I said in last week's show or this week's show, why can't we take all that money? If we took the money that we have in the Affordable Trust Fund, and whatever money you get from the feds and the state and the county and the municipalities to build affordable housing, we did it in the past. We used to build high rises. Why can't we build, like on Van Ripen Avenue? I think it's a 14-story tower. It's going to be like 600 apartments in it, something like that. Why can't we build an affordable tower of affordable housing? The same thing, 10, 14, 16 floors. When I was a kid, I lived at Curry Woods. We finally got out of Dog Patch. We're moving on up. We moved up to 71 Merritt Street, 7C, and it was a beautiful Curry Woods back then. There was only one building left. Why can't we build more apartments like that? Those were beautiful apartments. That's what we need to do. We can build 600 units of housing on the same footprint of a townhouse. That's what they're doing all over the city. They're knocking down, 2-family homes and building these towers. The footprint we would build townhouses on, where we'd come out with maybe 20 units of housing, we could have 600 units. I'm all in favor of that. But I'm all in favor of affordable housing if I'm not helping some guy in Brooklyn better his life. That's where I have a problem with our affordable housing. We're building housing all over the city. There's no shortage of housing in Jersey City. There's a shortage of affordable. And even when we talk about affordable in Jersey City, you're looking at $3,500 a month for a 1-bedroom. I don't know affordable. I don't know how young people do it now, living in Jersey City. And I said that before. We got off the track here somehow. There's no shortage of housing. There's a shortage of housing Jersey City residents can afford. And like I said, with all these towers, there's 5 of them up on the square right now, 3 on Pavonia and Summit, and 2 on the old hotel on the square site right across from the Lowe's Theater. We're not building them for Jersey City people. We're building them people to come in at the density. Again, I have no problem with affordable housing, provided Jersey City people get it. And that's one of the things I'm strongly in favor of what James Solomon and Frank Gilmore are talking about. Building affordable housing and making sure Jersey City residents can get in there. And we build it even, again, I don't know about Jersey City heading up the construction, but you can go out and get the LaFracs. The LaFracs build constantly, and they do a great job. Get them to handle, oversee the construction. Get Joe Panapinto and Panapinto Properties. Or you get the Christians. They seem to be doing a pretty good job building those towers. Let them build the tower of affordable housing. We just need to come up with the money. Affordable Trust Fund, whatever we get from the states, whatever we can bond for. You know that 100,000 square feet in the tower that's going up by the Lowe's that we just got? We can bond against that to build it. It can be done. We just got to want to do it. The problem is somehow we don't see the big picture, or we don't want to see the big picture. We need to create affordable housing, yes, but we need to create it for people in Jersey City. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
No one plans on heart disease, but everyone should have a plan for it. We help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. We offer convenient screenings without judgment, hundreds of preventive programs, and women's heart specialists. And we're the largest cardiac surgery program in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Comprehensive healthcare is here, here, and here. RWJ Barnabas Health is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with its 2 newest locations, Hoboken and Exchange Place. Within walking distance or accessible by mass transit, our locations combine convenience with primary and specialty care, including cardiology, women's health, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. Pat O'Melia here. You there, City Show? Don't forget, with that Live 365, download the app, put it in. You can listen to a bunch of music and stuff like that from other people and the podcasts and all that stuff. But you can listen to the Hudson Media Group. Right now, we got a loop show going on there. We did one of our test shows. We were at a pool party for North Bergen. We were doing a test show out there, so it was just looping around. By the time we get that going, I want my high school kids to do their own shows. We'll do the high school sports program. It'll build. All right, CarePoint. It now seems that CarePoint has some sort of direction. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and apparently it's not a train now. So I think I said last week, anything's better than what it was. That's not a glowing endorsement, but anything is better than what it was. What we have right now, as I understand it, and it's still kind of fluid, Bayonne, as I understand it, Bayonne Hospital will be operated by Hudson Regional Hospital out of Secaucus. Christ Hospital and Hoboken University Hospital will be operated by Insight Hospital System. They're out of Chicago. Again, anything's better. I don't know the Insight people, but I do know Jan Moshe from Hudson Regional Hospital. Capable, runs a good hospital, clean. I don't know much about Insight, but I'm sure I'll get to know a lot in the upcoming weeks there. One of the positives that occurred is Dr. Molek, he was the CEO for Christ Hospital System, is out. In every conversation I had with anyone trying to get the municipalities and the counties involved, Molek had to go. That was a starting point. For that matter, even talking to people involved with CarePoint who work at CarePoint, Molek had to go. Dr. Jawad Shah will now be the CEO of the CarePoint Hospital Systems. apparently the three hospitals are still together, but Insight will operate Hoboken and Christ Hospital, and Hudson Regional Hospital will operate Bayonne Hospital. I assume under the guidance of Dr. Shah here and Jan Moshe. I reached out for Jan Moshe earlier today. I produce a medical TV show, Hudson Health. That's part of my high school program, where my high school kids work on that show. They're the showrunners. They work at the cameras. They work at the lighting. They're putting the set together. They're doing all that. I invited Jan Moshe and Hudson Regional to be part of that. And eventually, I'll get the contact information for Shah. When I talk to Mayor Fulop, I'm sure he has that information. If this is the light at the end of the tunnel, the true signs of stability will be right off the bat, all the lawsuits have to be settled. And there are quite a few lawsuits that have to be settled. You can't say you're righting the ship if you're getting judgments against you. Vendors have to be paid in full. Most of these vendors are small operators. It's not that we're talking Johnson & Johnson as one of the vendors. We're talking to people that were doing the laundry, supplying foods, that sort of thing. When those vendors when small guys get hurt, devastating. So they have to be paid in full. There will be no mass exodus of nurses to RWJ Barnabas Health or Hackensack Meridian hospitals. RWJ, of course, is Jersey City Medical Center here in Jersey City. And Hackensack Meridian, you got Palisade Hospital in North Bergen. And, of course, Hackensack. And, of course, you don't need an mass exodus of doctors also. So all the personnel has to stay there. And I think it's like 2,600 people. If you lose personnel, you're not going to be servicing the people of Hudson County like you should be. So, and obviously we're not trucking people in from Chicago Insight. And, I'm sure Hudson Regional is doing all they can to hold on to personnel they have. I haven't heard any word yet concerning ambulance service for CarePoint Hospital's system that is now, I guess, jointly operated between Insight and Hudson Regional Hospital in Secaucus. McCabe out of Bayonne was handling all the ambulance services for CarePoint. I don't know if they're still going to do that. I don't know if they're going to try to bring in ambulances from Chicago, or I know Hudson Regional has ambulances. I don't know if they have enough to handle Hudson County, or they're just going to let Jersey City Medical Center handle it all. We'll see how it all shakes out. And I don't know what the status is yet. There's still, like I said, so fluid yet. You have many primary care physicians were part of their system, their clinic services. What happens with those physicians? Are they still going to be with CarePoint? You would hope your primary stays the same. Hopefully all three of these hospitals are now on sound footing. They're financially stable. And remember something with CarePoint before, the previous owners were ripping cash out of that place, millions of dollars out of grab. There's a grab bag there. These hospitals were solvent before. They were solvent. They were functional. Everything worked well. And then, they just ripped all the cash out of it. They just took the cash, put it in their pockets, and off they went. And CarePoint never really recovered from that. Those owners sold the hospital to the CarePoint system. The CarePoint went not for profit, but no matter what they did, they could never recover from the pillaging of the funds from the system. And then, of course, the pandemic came, and there still is reimbursement charges that are in question from the state of New Jersey. These hospitals can be solvent, and they can be well run, and they can serve the people of Hudson County. Hopefully, we're on that type of sound footing now. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. Don't forget that Live 365 with our radio station that's starting very soon. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you during the week. Good night.